Welcome to this Brompton Technology Feature Spotlight for Genlock. Available on all our Tessera LED processors, Genlock is a key feature that gives full control over system-wide synchronization, from the video input all the way down to the LED refresh cycle. The best on-camera performance is achieved by locking the processor, camera, and screen to a reference signal that matches the camera's frame rate. This ensures perfect synchronization and eliminates any artifacts or rolling black bars on the output screen. Our family of Tessera LED processors offer a wide set of genlocking options and fine-tuning controls to suit every occasion. All our processors support multiple reference choices to genlock the entire pipeline, from any source down to the panel refresh rate. The Genlock panel can be accessed from the network area, and will show you the available options for your Tessera LED processor. All our Tessera LED processors support automatic locking to the refresh rate of a chosen incoming video input. The accepted Genlock frequency ranges between 23.98 and 60 frames per second. Processors with an internal reference can be genlocked to a user-specified rate between 23.98 and 60 frames per second, from within the Tessera software interface. In this case, the Genlock frequency is independent of the frame rate of the incoming source. Any mismatch between the internal reference and source frame rates will be automatically compensated for by the processor. Processors that accept an external reference are compatible with both bi-level and tri-level synchronization pulse generator signals. This is the ideal setup to genlock cameras and screens together and avoid artifacts while filming an LED screen. Black bar artifacts appear when there is a mismatch between the screen's refresh rate and the camera's recording frame rate. Genlock ensures the camera and LED screen are always synchronized, making it an invaluable feature for filming live sets that use LED screens. Our processors can also use each other as external Genlock references, meaning a processor with an internal reference can be used to genlock other processors to its settings, or it can pass its reference setting from a generator to other processors. Locking multiple processors together allows for completely seamless operation across large LED screens. Note that in such cases, it is usually best practice to connect all processors to the same pulse sync generator. The active input feature is available for the Tessera SX40 and S8 LED processors from Tessera version 2.3 onwards. This allows automatic and instantaneous switching of the Genlock rate based on which video input is being used as active between the HDMI and SDI ports. During live set filming, a camera that is genlocked to an LED screen's refresh rate may also need to be slightly adjusted so that the two are in phase with one another. Using the Genlock phase offset feature from the Tessera software interface, the LED screen timing can be fine-tuned by offsetting up to plus or minus 1 frame from the chosen Genlock source. Simply adjust the offset value until the black bars you see on the cameras are pushed out of the screen. Also introduced in Tessera version 2.3 is the frame multiplication feature. This allows the content playback frame rate on the LED screen to be a user-specified multiple of the Genlock frequency, up to a multiple of 6 times. A multiplication factor of 6 times can allow up to 144 Hz frequency genlock between the processor and LED screen, but it is only available on the Tessera SX40 and S8 processors. Note that any frame multiplication factor applied will also divide the processor's pixel output capacity by the same factor, so it is important to take this into account early in the setup. However, by using a 2 times frame multiplication factor, a 60 frames per second video input can be genlocked to a 30 frames per second signal for the cameras. The 2 times factor ensures the video content will play at its original frame rate on the LED screens, while also being in perfect synchronization with the cameras, giving you the best possible performance for both live and television viewing. Our Tessera LED processors offer a complete set of system-wide Genlock and synchronization features to achieve seamless operation on live events for all audiences. If you're interested in finding out more about our features for live event playback, we recommend watching the high frame rate and ultra-low latency feature spotlight next, as these features work hand in hand with Genlock. Thank you for watching.